This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
Welcome to Holocron History, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we take a deep dive into the Star Wars universe, such as characters, creatures, stories, and so much more. Hosted by Ben of Temeria and Kadojo. Welcome back, Adepts, Acolytes, to another episode of Holocron History, Star Wars Canon vs. Legends. I am one of your hosts, Brandon, or also known as Ben of Temeria, and always with me is my good friend, Kadojo.
Hello there.
Yeah, that was the third time taking that.
Yeah. Wish you would include the second one.
No, I am not
So
including those because, no. If we still did this live, maybe, but no. But anyway, we are back this week, bringing you another part of 000. And God, there's so much on him. So much that he's in. It's insane. He's in a lot of comics.
He's exclusively comics.
Well, yeah. Hence why, if you never heard of him, that's why.
I mean, I don't even think he's in books at all.
No, he's only
just
in the comics. He's just in the comics, which is pretty cool. So, we left off, him, 000, BT, and Alpha, working with Vader and doing a bunch of stuff. Well, 000 and BT-1 met Vader at the Royal Palace on the planet of Shu Torun. After the meeting with Trios, the planet's queen, the protocol droid expressed belief that the Trios would be troublesome and offered to modify her diet to make her more compliant, though the chemicals would cause her to drool.
Okay.
Meaning torture.
Yeah.
So Vader silenced the droid and questioned whether 000 had prepared him a shielded transmission, which the droid had, citing experience with cloak and dagger techniques. The Sith Lord then contacted bounty hunters, being placed at a large high price on Alpha, who had been captured by rebels on Vorgros Voss. So yes, Alpha has been captured because it's Alpha, and she's in and out of predicaments all the time in the comics, so
she just causes all sorts of trouble.
Yes, she does. So 000 later informed Vader that the bounty hunter B-Box claimed to have returned with Alpha. The droid being prepared an audience with Vader, the Dark Lord wished to question them both immediately, but 000 informed Vader that Alpha was dead. Vader interrogated B-Box, and upon sensing that the ashes he had brought were not Alpha's, strangled him. Vader ordered 000 and BT-1 to dispose of the body and convey the incident to the other hunters.
Make an example out of this one.
Yeah, don't cross Vader, because it will not end well for you at all.
Don't try to trick him. Don't try to cross him. Just don't get in his way, period.
No. No. Just don't.
Unless you're Obi-Wan.
Yeah, unless you're Obi-Wan. Yeah. Or Luke.
Again, plot armor.
Plot armor is key. So 000 and BT-1 brought B-Box corpse to Shun Torun and discussed the ongoing war, with which 000 found lovely. The protocol droid regarded Shuturun as a delightful planet with charming people, and with BT-1 questioning what Triple Zero liked about organics, tossed B-Box into the lava flow and noted an appreciation for the smell of burning body. Triple Zero then asked BT-1 when the next attack was to occur, and upon being reminded that the timing was dependent on himself, boarded a flagship of Suturun's loyalist/Imperial delving fleet.
Now, if I remember this correct, this is a lava planet
Mhm.
that Vader kind of invades to put down rebellious ore barons who are rebelling against the new
Yes,
queen.
I believe so.
So, yeah. And secondly, does 000 have a nose? Appreciation for the smell of burning bodies.
Yeah,
Does
I
this thing
don't
have a
know.
nose?
I'm thinking he's talking about figuratively, not literally, because
I hope
there's no
so.
way a droid could smell. I don't
I
think
hope so.
so. Ooh. So, as the attack began, 000 brought Vader's BX series commander droids online to bolster the Imperial forces. The commando droids took their positions, and Protocol droid admired the death brought upon by the ensuing battle, once again praising the conflict. As the firefight dragged on, Vader's stormtroopers became unable to hold the position, even with 000's reinforcements, leading the droid to offer a suggestion. Vader initially rebuked him, believing it be an conceived attempt at humor, but allowed the droid to proceed.
Imagine a plan so crazy, Vader's like, nah, just no.
Right. So 000 reflected on the question of droids that rendered them arguably superior to organics, attributing their inability to dominate their insensitivity to the Force. 000 then suggested upgrading the commando droids into an army of blood-draining droids, powered by the engine of his own design. Beginning to list the benefits, 000 was swiftly denied by the Sith Lord. As Vader left, the protocol droid conspicuously remarked it on his companion that they would follow their master's instruction.
Yeah, I don't know which one's crazier, 000 or Mr. Bones.
Right? Oh my god. That is a good. Yeah. I don't know. Because Bones is pretty bad too.
Yeah. So
So
for those who don't know, Mr. Bones is a uh, BB
B1. Yeah, it's
B1
a B1 battle droid.
B1 battle droid that was reprogrammed by Wesley Snipes.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Wesley Snipes.
Wait,
Snaps. Wesley
I
Snaps.
was like Wesley Snipes. Wait, what? Blades
Snaps.
in this?
Snaps. Wesley Snaps is in the last Star Wars sequel movie.
Mm-hmm.
He dies during the final assault, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But he creates this thing, and there's at one point another friend who finds a B1 battle droid, says, "Hey, I'm sending you this program. Put that program in the B1 battle droid. It'll take care of things." And that friend was horrified by what that droid does. It's
It's
like
bad. It's real bad.
it's like Pikachu shock face.
Right? So, 000 subsequently gathered the commander droids and made a speech, noting their role in the conflict protecting humans, whom, the droid claimed, they would later usurp from other similar humans. 000 then indicated the droid's independent defeat, which he affirmed, before making extremely suspicious comments about them not being equipped with blood draining syringes he had earlier proposed. The commander droid sent a volley of blaster fire into the air and praised 000. The protocol droid's words inciting hesitation in the opposing Suturan forces.
Just imagine being a person on the opposite side and you just hearing this from a metallic voice, all this stuff that's saying, it's like, oh, I don't want to be here anymore.
Mm-hmm. So Vader returned to find his opponents had surrendered out of fear of blood-sucking droids. The Sith Lord noted, rounded on 000, who explained that the notion had greatly decreased enemy morale, and discounted the idea that he had truly made the modifications, as he would have been at a direct violation of his orders. Vader told the droid to order the main battle group to press their attack, which Triple Zero informed him Queen Trios had already done without Imperial support, condoning the actions as brave but suicidal.
But I love that Vader turns around. What did you do? Nothing. What did you do? Nothing. I followed your orders to the letter. I just scared the shit out of them.
It's exactly what he did. He exactly just scared the living hell out of him. Which, hey, sphere tactic works. Look at Batman. Look at Batman. So the Sith Lord later conferred with Trios as he prepared to leave Sue Torin, who asked him that he made the right choice in installing her as queen. Vader remarked that there had been no other choice, which Triple Zero, who accompanied the group, explained could be interrupted in a number of ways. Trios ordered the droid to leave, noting that while she could not destroy Vader, she could destroy him. Triple Zero commended the queen, expressing a belief that she would go far.
Oh yes, destroy me, mommy.
Oh God, just stop. Stop, don't do that. This is not The Witcher. Anyway, so now moving in to them going after a specific target now. So Triple Zero arranged a meeting with Inspector Tathnoth.
Tanoth?
Tanoth on Vader's behalf, informing the Sith Lord on the bridge of his Star Destroyer above Kuwait. Vader praised the droid and left a meeting with his master, Emperor Palpatine. Alongside BT-1, Triple Zero stared out of the viewport, admiring the construction of a Grand General Cassio Tag's new flagship, the Executor.
Dun dun dun.
Right, soon to be Vader's. Triple Zero disagreed with BT-1's evaluation that the vessel was trashy and expressed a desire to own one himself.
Now they make fun of that, but at the end of the Galactic Civil War, the proper end, there was a pirate who actually owned a Superstar Destroyer.
Yeah. So Triple Zero rendezvoused with Vader on Athen 13 after a meeting with Thanoth, during which he had killed the Inspector. The protocol droid seconded BT-1's excitement as a prospect of disposing the body. Vader informed the droids that Alpha was on the cosmetic steps and gave them a priority order to capture or kill Alpha.
How did a meeting that go well turn into being killed?
No, it's Vader. Does he need a reason?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Don't think he needs a reason to, force choke someone to death. He does it all the time.
True, but he usually does have a reason. I want to know that reason now.
That's fair. So when Vader questioned their suitability for the task, Triple Zero admitted that Alpha was resourceful for an organic, but made note of the allies and resources the droid had gathered over the course of their adventures. The Sith Lord then departed in his TIE fighter, and Triple Zero responded to BT-1's query, asking whether he would return with Silo, finding it unlikely and disappointed at the prospect of a missed opportunity to torture the scientists to death twice.
By the way, Silo is a bit of an android or cyborg. He can upload his conscious into other bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So if he dies once, he just gets sent back to his lab into the next body.
Right. So then Triple Zero and BT-1 later traveled to the wreck belt of Lotho Minor, arriving at a workshop managed by a technician named Ruin. Explaining their need for repairs and supplies, and the protocol droid identified the two of them as belonging to Alpha, offering the doctor's opinion of Ruin at the man's request to verify their pair were who they claimed to be. When Ruin asked how Alpha was doing, Triple Zero indicated that she was currently indisposed and confirmed that they intended to rescue her from all future troubles.
That's a very, very specific point of view.
Yeah, it is. So 000 provided an extensive list detailing their needs and customizations. When Ruin inquired about the protocol droid syringe, 000 indicated it was for medical emergencies, solving or creating them. The technician then questioned BT-1's armament. Oh God,
Dude,
because he's go on what?
nothing. It's just yeah. Question one droids loadout, and then questions another one with a
Mm-hmm.
clear present threat.
Right. So the protocol droid translated his companion's response, something about everyone having their needs, and reminding Ruin about the great sum of money the duo was offering. Once Ruin removed 000's arms, the technician recounted the story of their theft of the 000 Matrix, noting the plausibility of Alfred's involvement and the reward for its return. 000 claimed that should he and BT-1 locate the Matrix, they would report it, citing their love of money, further downplaying his knowledge of Ruin's stories about the Matrix before asking the man to reattach his limbs.
Yeah, we're looking for this thing called the 000 Matrix. Have you heard of it, 000?
Right? Have you heard of this thing? Wait a minute, hang on.
That's clearly your name.
So Ruin then told the story of the Matrix acquisition and catastrophic deployment by the Tarkin Initiative, which 000 was a runaway success, speculating that the droid involved had a fantastic time. Ruin then turned a blaster on 000 and accused him of being the Matrix.
Now, see,
Oh, shocker.
I could see this whole encounter being a short story, a short horror story.
Oh yes. So 000 called upon BT-1, whom Ruin recognized as the Balastromech prototype, and coerced the tech into finishing his repairs. Ruin reattached 000's arms and installed programming linked to Alpha's own hard coding that would cause 000 to explode if either droid killed him. The protocol unit began to order BT-1 to kill the repairman until Ruin revealed his handiwork. 000 provided Ruin payment and alluded to a relationship of mutual trust out of necessity.
Well played, sir. Well played. Here's your money.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, let me try to put a code in here to where if you try to kill any of us, you explode. So the protocol droid parted with BT-1, urging him to move quickly as he freed Ruin's combat droids of their restricted programming. 000 speculated on Ruin's treatments of the droids, and as Ruin's workshop exploded in a droid revolt, indicated that rudeness towards droids was intolerable, but that the explosions were very pretty.
So a bit of a loophole. The guy
Yeah,
said either droid killed him, but then they
not his
released
own
his security
droids.
droids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
Smart.
said, a short story horror novel.
Oh, yeah. Short horror story, yes. So 000 and his forces arrived at the cosmetic steps aboard Crescenton's Azrutuk anti-slaver gunship. The group was greeted by an elderly Twi'lek who warned them the visitors were unpopular with the locals. 000 remarking that they would be even less once he and his army were through. The droid inquired whether the Twi'lek had seen Alpha, which he had, asking for the doctor's location and threatened the individual's life. The Twi'lek fearfully indicated that Alpha was headed to the bar, and BT-1 shot him.
Oh, come on. He
Oh my
cooperated.
God.
He cooperated.
Yeah, but I mean these are murderous droids, so I don't think they care. So 000 ordered his commando droids into position and began an exper- extermination of the
Extermination.
settlement en masse, eliminating witnesses on Vader's orders. Alpha emerged from the bar, questioning the droids and claiming not to have told anyone anything. 000 claimed that not telling anyone would have been much easier once the doctor was dead.
So I think this is a bit of an homage to Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, because Vader would just kill anyone
Mm-hmm.
who saw Starkiller in the beginning, and then gave Starkiller orders to kill anyone who saw him, even Imperials.
Yep. Such a good game. Anyway, Alpha tried ordering the droids to stand down, an action countermanded by Vader's priority order. Before asking them the exact terms of the order, 000 clarified that Alpha was to be brought to Vader aboard the Executor or silenced, causing Alpha to surrender. The protocol droid ordered his forces to stand down, and 000 and BT-1 both expressed their disappointment of Alpha's decision before departing with her in their custody. Yeah, because they wanted a shootout.
You're coming with us, dead or alive. What do you mean you're coming with us alive? No. We want to kill you. Why are you surrendering?
Well,
Stop
we
surrendering.
want to fight.
Damn it.
Why?
Damn it. She found a loophole.
Yeah. But before we get on with more of that story, let's take a quick make break, thank our patrons, and we'll be right back.
I wrote a little song to remind you Choice Hotels get you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Cocktails up here feel just right. Is Cambria amazing? All right. Bring a date, your team, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com. See you on the roof.
This episode is brought to you by Perfect Bistro Cat Food. Hey guys, today I'm interviewing my cat about his perfect bistro food. Percy, you seem to be a big Perfect Bistro fan. Care to comment? Totally. What do you like about it? You love the high-quality ingredients? And the delicious flavors, of course. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense. Listen to Percy, guys. Visit perfectbistro.com to try it for your cat.
All right, welcome to the middle show. We're talking about everything with the podcast. There's nothing to do with the lore of Star Wars. Here, we're going to thank all of our amazing patrons. Thank you guys so much for supporting the show. And if you too want to support the show, you can go to patreon.com/holocronhistories, where you can get ad-free episodes or even join us once a month on the show itself. You can leave us even ratings and reviews on Apple and Spotify. Leave a 5-star review on Apple with some words or a nice Spotify comment. Read it out loud the next time on the show, which we do have one from our friend Elwick004. I have learned so much from you guys about the lore of Star Wars, and I would love to learn more by being on your show. That would be fantastic. Well, join the Patreon. We can get you on here once a month and talk about anything that you want to talk about. So, there you go. There's a way to get on the show. And if you... you can also find us a few different Discord servers, the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, as well as my own Discord server, the Ben and Friends Podcasting Discord, where you can find this show and all the other shows that I host, which are the Final Fantasy Lorecast, the Gundam Lorecast, the Wizarding World Lorecast, and the Witcher Lorecast. That's a lot. But anyway, news-wise, there's not a whole lot, but...
Let's address the white elephant in the room.
Talking about the Game Awards?
VGA, Video Game Awards, is coming up 2 days as of recording this.
Yeah, so when you hear this episode, the Video Game Awards is this day.
So, there are rumors, and I do not believe them, that a big Star Wars game will be announced sometime this week.
Mm-hmm.
My money's on VGA.
Yeah.
And supposedly, the title ends in the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's only 3 games with that title. Knights of the Old Republic, which has been in remake developing hell for the past, 10 years?
Not even that. It's only been in development for 5.
Really? It feels longer than that.
It might have been around 8. But it's not. I mean, Saber has been working on it, and they're still working on it.
And I doubt those rumors are true.
I don't know. They were posted by a very credible, and I mean, I'm telling, really credible leaker who does this stuff for a living, and I don't know. We'll see. And there was apparently just a report that was put out that apparently there is a KOTOR 2 remake project in the works.
Mm-hmm. They need to
So,
finish one first.
oh, absolutely. But I mean, come on. If we get a new trailer of KOTOR, the KOTOR remake, and then put a date on it, I will jump around in my store willy nilly and scream at the top of my lungs.
My money is either it's going to be Star Wars Zero Company, Star
Eh,
Wars Eclipse, which we haven't heard about for the past
That's
4
true. We
years,
haven't heard that one in a hot minute by Quantum Realm.
or the third Cal Kestis game.
Ooh, the Jedi game. Yeah, we could get that. We could get that. It's a
So,
possibility. I'm just saying though, we could. It's a very possible thing. We could get a new trailer for KOTOR remake. I'm just putting it out there. I'm being
I'm not.
optimistic.
My heart has been broken too many times. Too many
I'm
times.
just being optimistic here. So that's just me being me. But if you want to play Old Republic, 7.8 is coming out here pretty soon. I think this week. So this week or next week, 7.8 for the Old Republic MMO is coming out, which adds a new story with the Darth Malgus stuff, and them reworking and adding more stuff to Dantooine, which we finally have a Dantooine stronghold, which is amazing, which you earn by playing the new Dantooine activity. It's not through one of the galactic passes or anything like that. It's just through normal gameplay where you can earn this new stronghold,
Go do
which is
go do
great.
quests. Earn a home. Have fun.
Yeah, on Dantooine, the original, well, one of the original Jedi Academies.
Yeah. Before it
So,
got ruined.
yeah.
Don't worry, it's not like it's oh no, wait, it wasn't destroyed. Now that I
No,
think
but
about it,
it's
I'm
it's
thinking of
in
Alderaan.
ruins.
I'm thinking of Alderaan.
Yeah, no, Dantooine's still
'Cause-
around, but
Yeah,
the Jedi Academy on Dantooine's in ruins.
yeah.
So, still is in during the Old Republic era, by the way. Still in ruins. Anyway,
I'm surprised. I would be surprised if anything's left.
yeah. But do you have anything else for the mid break? I don't
No, I
think I
do
have
not.
anything. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully next week we'll have some better news for you when the Game Awards are over. So we'll see. All right, let's get back into more Triple Zero.
This summer, say I do
I am marrying a stranger.
like never before.
Am I crazy?
It's a whole new Married at First Sight on Peacock.
Thank God I woke up in love.
With new experts,
My name is Dr. Lisa.
My name's Paul Brunson.
more couples,
This could be the start of a very successful marriage.
and more surprises.
Or maybe not.
Everything is just not enough.
You're a little bit crazy.
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want my fairy tale ending.
Married at First Sight now streaming. New episodes Thursdays only on Peacock.
United connects you to more of the world than any U.S. airline, and United for Business can get your company where you need to go. Whether you're growing a business or managing travel for thousands, they offer solutions to fit your needs. Track expenses, create reports, and manage traveler perks. Plus, employees earn Mileage Plus miles while your company saves on travel. Get started with no minimum spend or flight requirements. Visit business.united.com/podcast.
All right, so arriving at the Executor, 000 suggested to Alpha that she would soon regret surrendering, as Vader likely had fates far worse than death in mind for her, and that if it did not, both 000 and BT-1 could provide suggestions. 000 further noted that Alpha would not live to regret the decision, explaining that his own use of the subtext and handed the archaeologist to a pair of stormtroopers aboard the destroyer and wished her farewell. Alpha confirmed that the droid had fulfilled his orders before providing him a new priority directive to free her from the Imperials. 000 acknowledged the order begrudgingly. Because of that, new code that the Roman put into them, they can't kill her.
Yeah, and this is a well play. It's like, all right, you completed your original mission. Now here's a new one. Free me.
Right. So Alpha and nearly everyone else aboard the Executor was incapacitated by a human target neurotoxin Though 000 managed to revive the archaeologist with an antidote, BT-1 made note of the toxin's ineffectiveness against aliens and machines, prompting 000 to question the decision to replace droid armies with organic forces. With everyone else unconscious, the protocol droid suggested to escape. The ship lurched, causing Alpha to inquire as to the situation. 000 indicated that someone was attempting to steal the executor.
Now, you would think the stormtroopers would have a mask filter or some kind of sealing component to their
You would think,
uniform.
but stormtrooper armor is far inferior to clone armor. Because clone armor, yes, they did have that.
Yeah. They survived in
Stormtrooper
space.
armor, no. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can survive in space with it. Yeah. So 000 ushered Alpha aboard the Azutuk before the Doctor realized that there was no point in returning from Vader, as he would just pursue her. The droid expressed indifference as long as somebody died. Alpha then turned around and charged deeper into the ship. 000 questioned her, but joined her alongside BT-1 and Krishantin, standing back as the others shot their way through invading forces to clear the path to Emperor Palpatine, who was also aboard.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Everyone else on board the Executor was incapacitated, and the Emperor was aboard the Executor.
That doesn't mean he's not incapacitated, though. I mean, I'm sure he was fine. Much so is Vader. Vader is straight up like, that gas did nothing to Vader.
Yeah. He's got a self-sustaining suit.
Exactly. So Alpha attempted to betray Vader by aligning herself with the Emperor. The ploy was unsuccessful, leading Vader to eject her into space. In space and aboard the Azutuk, BT-1 questioned how long a human could survive in a vacuum, causing 000 to chid him that it was not an appropriate time to indulge his experimental mindset and order his counterpart to bring Alpha aboard.
Now, the funny thing is, Alpha tried to expose Vader, saying he's trying to find out who concealed his son from him, aka Luke Skywalker, the guy who blew up your first Death Star. He's making all these plans to betray you, blah, 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 listing off all these things. And the Emperor's like, good, my apprentice, good. This is what a Sith apprentice should do.
Right. So Alpha was retrieved by her allies, and 000 inquired as to her livelihood. The droid then praised her to reuse the equipment from the Sun Toll Pride robbery and the retrieval. Alpha noted the importance of faking her death, into which 000 suggested Vader might have simply killed her outright with his lightsaber. Alpha remarked that Vader was never going to be kind, to which 000 agreed. The droid asked what was next and expressed a desire to further murder their next adventure, prompting Alfred to request the group get her to a Bacta tank and leave.
This was Vader being nice, because it's possible he still needed to use her in the future, so he gave her a chance to live by throwing her out the airlock. He could have choked her, he could have stabbed her with a lightsaber. No, he ejected her out the airlock so that way her allies can retrieve her.
Yep, because
Just like
Vader,
the way he did.
Vader likes to plan well far ahead.
Yeah.
Much like Palpatine. But yeah, Vader definitely plans well far and ahead.
Just like the same trick he used in Force Unleashed.
Yes.
They're calling back a lot to this. Oh
my god,
series.
yeah, he did. This is a callback to that. Oh my god. So, once again in Alfred's service, 000 and BT-1 accompany Alfred to end meeting Hondo Ohnaka at Oga's Cantina. Ooh, where have I heard that before? The archaeologists hoped to acquire a ship from Ohnaka so she could pursue the sword of Kashyyyk. The Alpha and her crew were joined by the Ithorian Doc Ondar, with whom they traveled to the world of Moraband. By the way, this is in the comic Star Wars Tales of Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is the comic version of that.
Maybe.
And there's a bunch of it is because I have it and I've read this. So this is all within this comic that tells you kind of like preempted stuff before Galaxy's Edge and stuff like that. Just a little bit more history of Batuu. Really cool. And Doc Ondar is a complete a-hole, by the way. But also, Morban is Korriban. Same planet.
Well, Doc Ondor, why are you calling him an ale? He lets you build a lightsaber.
No. The scavengers let you build a lightsaber.
Who are employed by Doc Ondor.
No, they're not. They're completely
Yeah,
separate.
they are.
No, they're not. The scavengers are separate from Doc Ondor.
No, they're the same. There's a book. Just closed out the notes. There's a book that takes place in the New Republic era that Doc Ondor helps the scavengers and helps the Republic.
I don't believe that.
I can't remember what it's called.
That's not right. I mean, there's Black Spire Outpost. That's the only other book that I know that's during Batuu.
I think that might be it.
Let me see here. Appearances. He's in Galaxy's Edge 1 and 2. Pretty sure he doesn't do any of that.
Yeah, because he helps arm the locals into fighting the First Order.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he has the scavengers help them make lightsabers.
He purposely has them look for kyber crystals in the junk.
Well, yeah, he looks for kyber crystals in the junk because he collects that crap and sells them off.
Oh, please.
The scavengers are separate from him because they actually follow the ways of the Force. He doesn't do that. He's an all for profit.
Keep telling yourself lies. Let's move on.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, Morban is Korriban for any of the Legends people. Morban and Korriban are the same planet. The home of the Sith. So 000 acquired BT-1 whether his sensors could detect the Ithorian's pulse, which the protocol droid described as exquisite. The droid then remarked that that the collectors Shusfan Van's bodyguard were especially ugly and ought to be put down in case they were diseased. Ouch. I mean, they're like the werewolf-looking people, so...
Yeah.
Anyway, the group reached Morban and Alpha BT-1, and the two Shistamvan explored the temple there. Alpha and BT-1 later emerged from the temple. The Doctor grumbling that if 000 had not already killed Doc Ondar, she intended to renegotiate terms. Alpha then found Doc Ondar clutching 000's silver head, and the Ithorian agreed and remarking that if, as the droid had found out, he did not like surprises. After a brief skirmish, Doc Ondar fled, stranding Alpha and her companions, as well as leaving half the sword behind. BT-1 then repaired 000, who noted his intent to run the Ithorian through with the remainder of the blade the next time they cross paths. Yeah.
Let me tell you, that never happens.
Does not go well. Yeah, I've not seen that. Anyway, I'll have to find. I have a Batuu travel guide in my room somewhere. I have to find that. Anyway, moving on with 000. Sorry, I was looking up stuff for Galaxy's Edge and Batuu and Doc Ondor's, and if he has anything with the Scrappers, which pretty sure he doesn't. Because if you do the whole entire experience, it's like not connected to Doc Ondor at all.
It's underneath his shop.
It's connected. Okay, so if you look at it, like if you go to Galaxy's Edge, yes, they're connected, kind of a thing. But like they specifically say the Scrappers themselves do it in secret. They're not like they're in the ways of the Force, like providing lightsabers to the Force wielders because it's like what they believe they should be doing. Doc Ondar, if there was a lightsaber, he would immediately take it and sell it, and then kill whoever tried to he would kill whoever gave it to him. Like that's the kind of person he is. So anyway. 000 traveled to Fulan Row aboard the Archangel II with Alpha and the rest of her crew. He greeted her as she returned from stealing an artifact from Olbek's hand. He acknowledged that he had lost a bet with his counterpart BT-1 on whether Alpha would survive her mission. You're going to hear that. Sutath showed up to collect the debt that Alpha owed him, and she sent 000 to get Krishantan from inside the ship for backup. They both arrived in time to see one of Sutan's Gagorans strike Alpha. 000 translated Krishantin's warning about attacking Alpha. Gagoran? Oh, it's those guys. The big...
The pig
Uh,
guy. Oh, no.
No, they're not pigs. They look like giant Yeti things.
Yeah, they were in Rogue One.
Yep. So after the Wookiee drove off the gangster in his muscle, 000 followed Tath to a cantina where he ambushed the gangster and injected him with a neurotoxin. This caused the gangster to die, although most of the appearances it would appear to be a natural death. I mean, I guess that's one good thing you have an assassin droid for. He can get away with it and not have, like, he goes away pretty stealthily by killing and not, blaster bolt to the head.
Yeah.
So 000 was enjoying traveling with Alpha and decided to kill the gangster to make sure he would not report Alpha's whereabouts to the Empire. He returned to the ship and accompanied Alpha to Acro Prime, where she tried to sell the artifact she had recovered. When she found out her doctorate had been revoked, he offered her condolences. Oh, she's not a doctor anymore. Dun dun. So back on her ship, Alpha confronted her father about his involvement in the decision to revoke her credentials. When he refused to believe she would hurt him, Alpha instructed 000 to get the information. The droid was very happy about this task, revealing many different instruments to torture built into his fingers. Oh, God.
Of course, I would like to point out that the 000 Matrix is just a little chip. So someone actually built this droid.
Yes. Yeah.
Separately.
Yeah. They weren't one package. They were separate.
Makes me wonder what the original intent was.
To have the best assassin droid, I guess. Like, it was inconspicuous because it being a protocol droid, no one would recognize it. No one would think a protocol droid being an assassin. So, before he could start, Alfred told him to stand down, and 000 expressed his displeasure. He listened to Alfred and her father debate on the Ordu Aspectu. After arriving on Yavin 4, he traveled with the rest of the crew to the temple to get some readings. Which the Ordu Aspectu is a artifact. Looks like it belonged to the Jedi Order.
Yeah, it was a splinter group.
So while scouting the Masasi Temple, Masasi Temple, Alfred complained about the Empire, and 000 pointed out that she had in the past praised them for using their domination over the galaxy as a way to protect the people. Alfred sent Krishantin to create a diversion to draw away most of the Imperial troops, and once they were gone, 000 and BT-1 infiltrated the base.
Yeah. It's good calling her out.
So once inside, they opened the ventilation hatches so Alfred and her father could enter the base. He passed by an ITO and stated that he was a fan of the droid's work. After Alfred and her father placed all the crystals into the floor and brought their attention to BT-1, who had noticed all the temples in the complex had released beams of light pointing to the direction of the Citadel of Rural.
An ITO was the droid they used on Princess Leia.
Yeah,
Princess Leia
it's
for
the torture droid, the interrogation droid.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So Alfred's father proceeded to get the readings needed to locate the Citadel of Rural. As the group left the temple, they ran into Imperial forces. Alfred ordered BT-1 to slow them down, and the droid launched a barrage of thermal detonators. Dear God. 000 commented that killing them would indeed slow them down. The group made their way out of the temple, but were chased by more Imperials.
They're never ending, apparently.
So Alfred held them off, and 000 complained that he was unable to move quickly enough. BT-1 extended handles and footrests, enabling 000 to ride the astromech to keep up with the rest of the group. Oh my God, that's funny. 000 and the rest of the group were able to escape on the Archangel 2. When they reached the Citadel Rule, 000 and the rest of the group disembarked from their ship.
Hop
And,
on, we'll go for a ride.
right? So inside the Citadel, Alpha and her father worked to restore the power. When they realized they did not have enough Ordu crystals, Alpha sent 000 and BT-1 back to the ship to get a crystal modulator to mimic the functions of the original crystals. Well, that's smart. On their way back, they were forced to hide from Magna Tolvan and a group of stormtroopers. The droids proceeded to the ship to kill some Imperials who were on board. Krishantin, who had been separated from the Alphas by the Imperial troops, returned to the ship and had 000 called Chile Alpha and tell her that he was leaving the Citadel.
Yeah,
Uh,
Magna is a love interest for Dr. Aphra. They have a off and again, on again, off again, love and literal trying to kill each other relationship.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't like that at all. So 000 was present when Alpha reunited with Krishantin at a bar on the Cosmetic Steps. Moving back to the Citadel, so 000 was on board the Archangel 2 as Alpha took Luke Skywalker, you heard that right, to Cathanth. Cathanth?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a weird. It's KTATH apostrophe ATN. I don't know how you say that. He grew to Skywalker, but was rebuked by him due to Skywalker's anger at the droid for electrocuting him. When Skywalker mentioned that R2-D2 had defeated BT-1 in the fight, 000 warned him not to make the droid angry. 000 explained that he would survive BT-1's tantrum, but the ship they were traveling in would be destroyed. Oh, God. So upon landing at the Citadel of Kalanth, Skywalker asked that the name meant, and 000 provided a rough translation of the Screaming Citadel. When Skywalker and Alpha were getting dressed for dinner, 000 noted that Alpha was tying Skywalker's spavent incorrectly. As the couple left, Alpha instructed 000 and BT-1 to guard their room.
Apparently a spavent, some kind of tie.
Oh, what the hell?
It's like one of those old English.
Yeah, the big fat looking tie thing. Ew, I don't like those. So Solo, Organa, and Sana arrived on the planet and were met by 000 and BT-1. The protocol droid was contacted by Alpha, and he asked her if it was okay to shoot the rebels. He joined them on Alpha's ship as Solo piloted it to meet Skywalker and Alpha in the Citadel. When Alpha was confronted by Sana, he suggested that she was terribly untrustworthy and should be shot. God.
Don't trust her. Shoot her!
So after the group was forced to retreat into a lab that was contained to the Queen's Abercine symbiotes. Oh gosh, I don't want to know what these things look like. Oh, ew.
Fleas. Big, giant
fleas, yeah. 000 suggested they could implant one in Krishantin. He used the droid S4 as a container to transport the symbiote safely. Once Sana and Organa rescued the Wookiee, 000 presented to directly implant the symbiote. She expressed her disgust at the procedure, but the droid took it as a compliment. Oh, God. 000 and BT-1 went with Alpha as she met two journalists. She pretended to be Black Krishantin's agent and arranged a meeting with the Wookiee so the journalist could get his life story. While they were distracted, 000 and BT-1 assessed the journalist's holotape transmitter and broadcasted an ad for Alpha's upcoming auction of the Euro crystal.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, well, and that's what we have on part 2. We still got part 3, 4, and 5.
5.
So, but hey, we might have good news for you all next week as long as my optimistic personality is right. So,
my pessimistic personality, it will be there.
Yeah, it will be. So hopefully we'll see something. But do you have any final thoughts on part 2?
Murder happy droids, just loving blood and gore.
Oh, that's true.
That's about it.
All right, cool. Well, that's all you got. Thank you, everybody, again for listening to Holocron Histories, and may the Force be with you.
To Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net, the Ben and Friends podcasting Discord, where you can share your thoughts, experiences, and love for the Star Wars lore. And don't forget, for the Republic.
Stitch Fix. Stop shopping, get styled.
A+ on the outfit, Miss Turner.
You are about to slay parent-teacher conferences.
Oh, these? Just the most perfect fitting jeans my stylist sent me.
Oh, hello, you, who didn't set one foot in a mall and still looks amazing.
Just share your size, style, and budget, and your stylist sends personalized looks right to your door. Stitch Fix. Get started today at stitchfix.com. To my stylist, this look is dedicated to you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.